Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 290 for Super Kelly Brothers podcast. My name's Lon Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
I'm not flustered. I also missed out the date as well. So this is the 16th of March.
I don't know what's going on, by the way. I don't know what's going on. I've got audio issues this week. Sloan had audio last week.
I had driver issues last week.
I don't know what's going on.
The week before, yeah.
Oh, sorry, we weren't here last week. Sorry.
We were at the Fish concert with Alistair.
We were,
on
and Jim
Sunday, and Jim as well.
Two good guys.
Yep. And then we had a wee brisk run to the train station, so we could catch our collective trains, in different parts of the world. Yep. But yeah, a great show. Although I think the Aberdeen set list was a wee bit better.
Yeah, I think we enjoyed Aberdeen, didn't we?
Aye, yeah.
Nice wee journey up. Lots of laughs. A few beers.
Lots of laughs. Yes, it was a lot of laughs. Yes. People in the carriage probably did not understand why we were laughing, but
well, they wouldn't.
Jody and I were telling each other, trying to outdo each other with shaggy dog stories. But every time one of us got into like a path of the shaggy dog story, the other one would go.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
Yeah.
To us, but not to anyone else.
No,
but yeah,
it's a brother thing.
It was, yeah. Which we continued yesterday because we got together and had dinner. I've seen a lot of you this week. I'm sick of the sight.
I'm sorry, bloody sorry. Jesus, I can't help it.
I know. It's been great because and Douglas was up as well, so with his wife. So yeah, great.
Super duper.
Good times.
Okay.
Yeah, I am currently on the water.
Yeah, and I apologise for my audio if it's a bit crap, but unfortunately we're just going to deal with it. Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking into this mic because it's not the mic the audio is coming from.
I know.
So
force of habit.
Force of habit. Yeah. Feels good. Feels good.
Feels good to be back. It's been a couple of weeks as well.
Sounds crap. Feels good.
Everything else is like, oh my god, it pops and everything.
Oh god,
it burns.
All
right, so we're back with some. In case you don't know, we talk about entertainment, but we just kind of basically use that as a sort of sounding board to kind of jump off and go into different topics, things, and so forth and such like whatever. But we usually do that.
But it's also a weekly roundup of what's been happening.
What's been happening in entertainment news, and we try and kind of it's entertainment. We try and keep it light. But we also still try and bring sort of the background of entertainment news rather than like who's dating who and all that kind of stuff. Like we don't do that kind of. We're not entertainment. We're more the sort of like, oh, did you hear who got cast in such and such?
Or K entertainment. Entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment with a K.
That's right. Yep.
Shall we dive into what's the tea?
Let's do it.
Start off with controversy. Sorry about that. I lied. The premiere, but premiere for our North American cousins.
Yep.
Snow White happened this week.
It almost didn't happen.
And not without controversy, because why not?
Yeah.
This is Walt Disney's first movie. Let's just not forget the history of this movie. It's Walt Disney.
The animated version was his first full-length
Yes, true. It's his first animated movie, and they're doing a reboot of it.
His first full-length animated movie. Full-length feature. Slow. Right, let's start again. Edit that
out. Okay, let's start again. It's his first full-length feature film, completely animated, no actors.
There is acting in it. There's people acting in it.
Right, we'll start again. It's a historic. It got presented by, I think it was Shirley Temple, gave him the Seven Dwarf Oscars.
Right.
I think that was one of the things that he got as well.
Right.
So it's a magical thing. People would never seen this before. They've been used to shorts and all that kind of stuff. So it's an important historic document.
Absolutely.
This movie. It's an important milestone in cinematic history.
Yeah.
And for some reason, everyone involved in this remake doesn't know about that. They don't seem to care about that. All they care about is the agendas and doing all this kind of stuff.
Modern agendas, yeah.
And it feels to me as a bystander, it feels like maybe you're being it's like disrespecting the Magna Carta or the Declaration of Independence or something. It's an important historic document.
Yeah.
And you're ruining it for everyone. Stop it.
To be fair to the history of the live action project, Disney have historically, in recent times, been very woke in their approach to anything they do these days. Just anything recently, including this Snow White. But the problem, people complained about the fact that it was just normal human, people,
magical creatures,
magical creatures, or whatever they were.
So initially,
a black man is not a magical creature. It's just a black man. A Chinese woman is a Chinese woman.
He had pixie hair or something. I can't remember what it was, because there was a picture of them going down a hillside. That was one of the things, and it was like, we get magical creatures and say that. But that was because Peter Dinklage complained about.
Yeah, but just to finish my point there, so they've stuck CGI dwarfs in now.
Back into it, yeah.
Now people are complaining because it's CGI dwarfs, not real dwarfs.
Yes.
Or dwarfs are complaining. But
yes.
But they had to use, I think, the footage they'd already filmed and then CGI over so there's a lot of rubbing out.
Aye.
Drawing in not drawing in, I know it's CGI, but sticking in a dwarf in there where there was in inverted commas, magical being. So there's that. And like you say, the Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage wants to be seen as just an actor, which is fine. But for all the other dwarfs that want to kind of work,
his complaint was that just having dwarves or little people in there and that being the character's defining characteristic is not good, and that's fair enough. But that's not the purpose of the Seven Dwarfs. They're all unique. They're all happy, grumpy, dopey. Like, there's a big list of the characteristics of what they are, and that's what defines them, is the fact that dopey is dopey, Doc is intelligent, happy is happy, grumpy is grumpy. That's the thing that defines them. And so at the time, dwarf actors were complaining because it seemed to them that Peter Dinklage was basically sawing the ladder, and so they couldn't get up to the next level. Where he'd struggled and got the point where like dwarf actors that are the same as him can be considered for serious roles, whatever, and that's fine. He's done the legwork to do that, but the feeling of his compatriots who were not as far up in the famous ladder, it felt like they were basically
on the first rung.
They were on the first rung, yeah. And they felt that he was basically like, pulling the ladder up at the time. So
completely.
That was the kind of feeling there. And then that led to that controversy. Then there was the whole controversy of Rachel Zegler, who is a Latina woman, and she's playing Snow White, and there was a big controversy about that. And it's like, who cares? Like, seriously? I mean, she's called Snow White because she's got fair complexion. I've seen the dailies. She looks like she's got fair complexion, so that's why she's called Snow White. So, ta-da! And so, I don't know why that was a controversy, but it was. Then it turns out that Rachel Zegler is for one side of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, and Gal Gadot is for the other side of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And of course that caused controversy because now they've got to share a red carpet together.
Well, caused conflict between them.
So, What
I
exactly?
think they've lost.
Uh-huh.
I think because of all
And
that, they've lost sight of, you know, the original sort of the original concept of what Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs were. All these stupid things in the background.
Yeah.
Instead of just going, right, let's do a shot for shot remake of Snow White. But then again, Lion King did a shot for shot remake of Lion King, and then people were like, oh, we want something different. And why is it so realistic looking? Why the characters don't look like
the dead lions?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't think they can really win with these live action, but some of them have made a lot of money.
The biggest controversy, of course, is the fact that I'm gonna call it as I see it. Gal Gadot can't act.
I like her.
No, she's terrible. Have you seen some of the clips from this?
Aye, yeah.
Rachel's there acting her heart out, doing her child theatre, and all that kind of stuff. And Gal Gadot's like, "No, I said no." Like, oh
hey,
my god!
Listen, I saw an outtake from Star Wars with Q Stark in it, so believe me, she can act.
Q Stark was a good actress.
Q Stark cannot act. In fact, do you know what it was? I was watching. It was a documentary about Martha Lucas, who edited
the heck out of Star Wars. Yeah.
Absolute, and really made it on the editing table or whatever it's called.
Cutting room.
And she said that they could not put that scene in with Q Stark because she was such a crap actress.
She's a fucking actress.
It was impossible. No matter what else was in that scene with Biggs and all that, they just couldn't do it because it was Q Stark was there.
Do you know who thought Q Stark was a fine actress?
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
There you go. Look that up. All right, so there you go. So it's just been one controversy after another, and it feels like they're overshadowing the work.
But I think but do you not think when all the kids go and see it and the families go and see it, they'll forget about all that, or they won't even maybe realize? I don't know.
Probably won't. I mean, they probably won't realize. I mean, it's it's a live action version of a Disney film. People seem to I personally, I'm not a big fan of the live action remakes. I know why they're doing it. It's not so much. I mean, you could be cynical and say it's a cash grab. Yeah, it is. But why not just release it? Why not just re-release the original? It's to keep the copyright. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's understandable.
I mean, it's not the same situation that The Flash was with how controversial Ezra Miller was. It's not that bad.
Well,
So I mean, I think people definitely kept away from that movie because of that Ezra Miller factor. But I don't think they've got that bad a situation here. So I think people will just gloss over. If it's bad, people will it'll ignite everything else again. But if it's really good, then people will forget about it.
Yeah. Are you going to go and see it?
I fancy it. Do you know what I liked actually about Snow White? How edgy it was at the time, the animation. See, when she goes into the woods, it is a creepy scene.
Yeah.
That's really, really well done. I mean, the singing's all that singing. That was my impression of the actress doing the singing.
That's good. Yeah.
It was a bit twee, but as for the actual design of the movie, and certain scenes were just terrific.
Have you heard any of the songs from the new one, the new movie?
I've heard there's 2 new songs. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, so I listened to one of them. One of them was on TikTok on the Disney. I think it was Disney TikTok. But anyway, and it honestly it felt like all the Disney stuff has got the same kind of feel to it now. It just, I mean, you could take that out and put it in Frozen or Moana or whatever, and it wouldn't make a difference.
Who was the songwriters? It was somebody famous, wasn't it?
Was it Lin-Manuel Miranda again?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh, was it the Frozen couple?
It might be. Could be.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I think that, I mean, there's sugary sweet. Kind of gives me.
I mean, the classic music. I mean, the classic Disney music is the Sherman Brothers, and they were pretty good at coming up with original things that didn't sound like the other stuff that they'd done.
Yeah.
But this feels quite generic and kind of. It's almost like, let's go back through the catalogue to see what we can pull out for this.
And they're all very kind of.
You know what I mean?
Big,
it's got the same kind of themes and everything.
It's
all bombastic, kind of like. And I will live in a dream. It's like that kind of.
Yeah, you could write one. Keep going.
I just did.
I could live, I could dream. There you go. I could live, I could dream.
Exactly.
Number 1.
I could live, I could dream, I could swim, I could eat pork.
Eat pork. No, you're cancelled, mate. Sorry.
He doesn't like.
All the vegans out there are cancelling me.
All the vegans,
I'm offended on behalf of the vegans, actually.
Of the vegans, aye.
Yeah.
Probably vegetarians.
Well, they're all right.
Aye, they're fine. They'll do it. They'll be fine. Good news.
Vegetarians eat fish anyway, so they cheat.
No, that's pescatarians.
Is it?
Aye. Pescatarians are the ones. Are the ones.
Evelyn said last night.
Cancelled.
She was like, "Pescatarians, is that not a religion?" I'm like, "No, that's Presbyterians.
That's Episcopalians."
Okay. Well,
anyway, let's just jump out of this sinkhole and talk about Sadie Sink. No, we'll do that next. Ted Lasso renewed for season 4. So he famously, I don't know if anyone saw Ted Lasso season 3, but he left and went back to Merca.
Yeah.
And so he's back. He's coming back.
Is he going to
season
be in
4?
it?
Apparently he's going to be in it. Signed up.
He must have got handed a suitcase of cash.
The old big money truck turning up at the Sudeikis house.
Yep.
Just sign here, Mr. Sudeikis. He's like,
there's a bit of a hint or a whiff of stretching something out too long.
Aye.
And I think 3 seasons and done should have been it.
Yeah. But the thing is that people want that's the kind of stuff that they love and they want it because it's feel good. That's Ted Lasso is a feel good, TV show, and people because it's positive energy. It's not a negative show. I mean, there's obviously the feud between him and the young coach that goes to play. Was it West Ham or Aston Villa or somewhere?
That used to be the player.
No. The guy that he's the ball boy, I think, at the start of the show.
Oh, him. Sorry.
Aye.
Right. Yeah,
and then there's about you should have protected me and you should have done more to thing. Anyway, so there's that kind of feud, but it was kind of very manufactured and kind of the kiss and make up at the end kind of thing. So, yeah. I mean, I got as far as season 1. I thought it was very enjoyable, and I thought it could probably ended there. To be honest.
Well, it probably would have if it hadn't been so good. Hadn't done so well,
Mm-hmm.
I quite like that. I was talking to you about this last night, actually. Sometimes, I can't remember what example it was, and you get a season 1, and it's like fully expecting to have a season 2, so there's no kind of ending to it.
Aye.
And, so then it gets cancelled, and it's like, well, what happened to the? But nowadays, the season 1 tends to have a kind of ending, so it could either go on, but it's still got an ending, really, as well. Yeah. They tie up all the kind of plot points and things like that.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny you mention that because there's a lot of people complain about or talking about they miss old network television for that because you would have 26 episodes in a season. There'd be a couple of duff episodes in there, a couple of experimental episodes, and and they could let the characters breathe a wee bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas there's only 6 to 8, maybe 9 episodes in a season now, and then you wait 2 years for the next season. And if you get one duff episode in that, it's like, oh, that was a waste of it. Like I did it myself with Book of Boba Fett, where there was like a couple of duff episodes in there. It's like, you don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Were they? They were longer in season 3
Mm.
because they were like half an hour, weren't they? I think in the first couple of seasons. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No longer than 40 minutes.
That's
Anyway.
a shame. That's the same as Benidorm. Benidorm, I thought was Benidorm. It started off as half an hour episodes, and then they moved to 45 minutes, and I thought that was a bit too long to start with. Oh, really? Oh no, that's too long. No. I mean, what are we doing? An entire football game then? I mean, what's going on there?
With extra time. Yeah.
With extra time and injury time thrown in. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, not a full entire football game.
Not a full. Yeah,
20 minutes shy. 10 minutes shy.
Mm-hmm. That's a bit too long. Over an hour.
30 minutes
for a TV show. It's a 30-minute comedy, effectively.
It should be.
So it should be that. Well, not the producers of Ted Lasso, that's for sure.
But then that's what it started off as. So why? I don't know.
Yeah, why change? I mean, to be honest, I think in the streaming world, the episode can be as long as it needs to be. I think.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to. You don't have to put in lingering shots or anything.
That is the beauty of it, you know. But at the same time, we've had shows like that, you know, like Mandalorian and things, and I felt as if, God, they could trim a lot of fat off this.
Yeah.
You know, one season could only be like maybe four episodes if they trimmed fat, you know. But then again, it's like you're looking for an hour for a Mandalorian TV show. You're not looking for a sitcom size, and sometimes we got sitcom length episodes.
Yeah.
To me, a sitcom is like 25-30 minutes. A show like Mandalorian is 45 to an hour. It should be a drama.
I noticed this season 2 of Severance. All the episodes are roughly about 38 minutes ish tops.
Really, that's short.
Because it will show like there's a rundown. You know, it says, you know, this episode is 44 minutes or 46 minutes or whatever, but the last 6 or 8 minutes is behind the scenes. And they do like a wee kind of mini documentary for each of the episodes. Yeah, it's really good, but it's not part of the episode. It's still classed as part of the episode. And then you get the credits on top of that, and then you get the previously on Severance on that. So basically, you've got 38 minutes of a show.
That's that.
Out 46 minutes.
Yeah, I'll get to it later. But I was watching that movie, the new movie, Netflix,
Electric
State. And there's 14 minutes of credits in that movie.
That's crazy.
I can see where it's going on screen. You know,
apparently there's not a lot of practical effects in it. That movie.
There's not.
No, it's mostly CGI.
I'd like to see the making of it because it's very seamless.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it later, but yeah.
Although I say that because it's one guy. It's the guy that does the Star Wars stuff. He's actually a really good kind of rundown guy. But he was talking about that. But I thought that about Furiosa, a Mad Max story or Mad Max saga, whatever it was. I thought there wasn't many practical stuff in that. It's basically all practical. It's in a desert. It's just that the background is completely painted. But the foreground is all practical stuff. So
I suppose that all that dust
well done, George.
Be tricky to
fake
dust.
it. I know.
You know,
I mean, you could get a wind machine. Pain in the backside to do it. It'd be easier to do it live action. But yeah. I mentioned there Sadie Sink. Controversy number 2. Sadie Sink has been cast allegedly in Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
And people are no happy.
Why?
As usual. Because
do you know that 6 out of 7 dwarfs aren't happy? It's back. The dinger.
The dinger's back. I was going to say something there. So Sadie Sink, so they're not happy because we don't know who she's been cast as, right? So people are saying she's the new MJ and this is ridiculous. What happened to Zendaya? flip table, and nobody's mentioned anything about this at all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, you can't replace Zendaya. It's like, who? Whoa! Who said we were replacing anyone?
I'm a little bit confused on sort of that. I thought that MJ didn't exist in his timeline.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I thought
So
Zendaya was
that's
taking over for the kind of MJ.
Yeah.
Because what's her character's name?
MJ? I don't know.
Is it not? Somebody tell us. Alistair's just joined it.
Premiere in Wi-Fi. Premiere in Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi is not the best.
Yeah.
Never mind Premiere in. Michael Keaton, Jon Favreau, Michelle.
Right, okay.
Commonly known as MJ. Michelle. Oh, she's Michelle Jones Watson.
That's why I thought she was a sort of MJ.
She's the sort of the
sort of mixing it up in a modern way.
Because it's Mary. Because she's Michelle as opposed to Mary Jane. Is it Mary Jane? That's Mary Jane, isn't it? So she's not even MJ. So maybe she is going to be MJ.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Could be actress.
So, but this is. I know she's fantastic.
It must be like a rivalry type thing. It
could be, yeah, because they had Gwen Stacy and what's her face? They were squaring off. At Bryce Dallas Howard, she played Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy. That's right.
And
Kirsten
Dunst played MJ. Because that was always the kind of love interest. It's the same as Lana Lang and Lois Lane.
That was
the same
Spider-Man,
idea.
Spider-Man 2, wasn't it? With the Venom. Was Venom
in the third one?
Was it Sandman? Sandman. Was that the third
Sandman was the second one, yeah. Sandman was 2. Yeah.
I should know this. I went to see Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield ones recently. Because they were all shown in the cinema.
Okay. Right. Nice.
Not that long ago.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so anyway, so this is the controversy that people are making up in their heads.
Yeah.
So it's like, she's going to get replaced. It's like, well, maybe she's a different person. Because don't forget as well that Peter changed things. He changed reality and fractured the multiverse and all that kind of blah, blah, blah stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows what's going to happen?
But see, don't get offended yet until the film comes out. Then if you don't like the film, then
if you don't like the film,
don't even be offended. Just you don't like it, you don't like it. But don't be offended. What's to be offended about? Honestly. Oh God, so
people
many
are
keyboard
upset.
warriors out there.
Yeah. The other rumor is that she might be Jean Grey, though. She might be the MCU's Jean Grey.
All right, okay, slipping in a bit of X-Men.
Yeah.
I can't see that.
Which I don't. I mean, that does he ever encounter the X-Men? And I mean, it probably does.
They already had Sophie Turner though doing the Jean Grey.
But she's not the MCU. She was the 20th Century Fox. Remember, because that whole universe died.
All right, okay.
Because Wade.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
They're good films. So
well, it didn't die, but it's not using it.
I've not seen that one, but yeah. I think I might have to go and blow my nose. I'm getting a bit bunged up.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry.
You want me to pause this for a second?
I need to go and get a tissue, though.
Okay. One moment, please, everyone.
That's loosened it.
There's a new Starship Troopers movie in the works.
There is.
Did you order one?
Exciting. I did order one. Yeah.
It's going to be closer to the book than the 1990 film.
I didn't know it came from a book.
Starring Casper the Friendly Ghost. Robert Heinemann, isn't it? I think.
As in a book or as in a graphic novel?
Comic book. Robert Heinlein. Heinemann. I've got a blocked up nose as well. Oh no, not a comic book. Jeez,
a
1959. A 1959 book that you read with wordy words.
All right, a wordy book. Right, okay.
A wordy book, that you have to read with your eyes.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No.
I
thought it was an original
absolutely.
I thought it was an original from what's his jobs, the director.
Oh, Paul Verhoeven.
Verhoeven, yeah, I thought it was an original.
I love that movie. That is one of my favorite science fiction movies.
We watched it. Troopers. We watched it not that long ago, and it's absolutely it still holds up. It's terrific, and
I'm doing my part.
Yeah, and because of Helldivers that came out, was it last year? It came out, Helldivers.
Yeah.
Because of that, it got a resurgence because it's kind of ripped off Starship Troopers. Aye. So then somebody's released a game of Starship Troopers now. So maybe because of all that, this is why this Blomkamp thing's on it. And he's a great director. I really enjoy his movies. Elysium.
District 9's amazing.
Chappie, District 9. Yep.
Chappie, yeah.
Brilliant films.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. In fact, he directed
starring the Antwoord.
He directed Gran Turismo as well. That was just out not that long ago.
Why the game, the bizarre story of
brilliant by the way,
a boy who played the PlayStation.
Yeah. So he got chosen because he was brilliant at the PlayStation game to actually drive the real deal. And what a great film that is! It's your big man from Stranger Things in it. Terrific.
David Harbour. David Harbour plays the Red. Who's going to be playing the Red Guardian in the up and coming Thunderbolts.
Yes.
So Blomkamp's he's attached to direct, and I think is he doing a screenplay? He's writing and directing it. An adaptation of the classic sci-fi novel.
It's got a lot to live up to.
Terry Hatchell's going to be coding it, so it's a brilliant, but like the original one by Paul Verhoeven is very much this kind of militaristic fascist regime in the future, and they basically start a war with this planet that's thousands of miles away, and it's like these bugs are invading us, and it's like they weren't invading anyone, they just wanted the planet for the resources, and so they go and send the brave infantry out there.
Guys in the chat, do you enjoy the old Starship Troopers? Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? I know. They're great.
I mean,
great.
Verhoeven did the same kind of sort of propaganda stuff in RoboCop as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. It's really funny. Really good.
Yeah. And same thing as well in
did Showgirls.
I know. He also did the same thing in Total Recall as well. The sort of adverts that they had as well.
He did a good rerun there, didn't he, of movies?
He did.
Actually.
He did.
Yeah. He did.
Three great science fiction movies.
Yep.
In a row. So that's coming out at some point. I'm assuming we'll meet Dizzy and Johnny and that woman I can't the character I can't stand because she dumps him because he's an infantryman. She's the posh. She's the posh one, and she's like, I'm gonna go with the flyboy.
And Gary Busey's son's in it as well. Remember?
Gary Busey's son's in it. Yeah, that's right.
Toothy galore. It was in a James Bond movie.
Yeah. What's his name? Michael Ironside's in it as well. Dean Norris.
Oh man, absolutely.
Clancy Brown's in it.
Clancy. Wow.
Yep. It's a cast of characters.
What's
Neil Patrick Harris is in it.
Yeah.
Casper the Friendly Ghost. No, I'm being told it's Casper Van Dien.
Casper Van
is in it.
He was in Sleepy
Van
Hollow
Dien.
as well, wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh, was he? Casper Van Dien?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I like that movie as well. Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, that's great.
We're talking movies we like to watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and watch that Electric State though this week. I haven't seen it because I was busy. Other movies that are coming out at some point is is that? Oh, no, I didn't. Is The Odyssey, which is
yes,
your man's next movie.
Yep.
So there's a is it a set video? Like it doesn't.
Your man as in Christopher Nolan.
Aye, Chris Nolan, yeah. So it's gonna be a 3-hour R-rated historical drama, filmed half in black and white, half in color. Half of it goes that way in time, and then the other half goes that way in time. And
if only that was true.
And the black and white parts tell it from the Spartan perspective, and the color parts tell it from the Greek perspective.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just making
that up,
but it sounds good.
If you can guarantee something from a Christopher Nolan movie, it's going to be different to what you've seen before. So,
aye, yeah. I can't wait to see those little square robots running across the battlefield.
Even if you don't like it, Sloan, sometimes. But I think you're coming on along to him a little bit with you do love Interstellar.
No. I love Interstellar, and I love. I know a lot of people don't like Tenet, but I like Tenet. I think it's really good.
I like Tenet, but I also find it one of the most confusing. It hurts my brain.
I like it. Do you know why I like it? I like it because Robert Pattinson comes in. Hello, my name's.
He's great, isn't he? Oh well,
he's got this posh accent on.
Mickey 17's out just now. I'm going to make it my aim to watch that this week in the cinema.
Oh, Sam saw it. She said it was really good.
Oh, great, good.
I don't go and watch movies, but my daughter goes to see movies. I don't.
Yeah, so. But he's really Pattinson's. He's always in really interesting movies. So yeah, looking forward to that. What we're talking about?
The Odyssey. I can count with 2 fingers movies that I like by Chris Nolan. I'm not a huge Chris Nolan fan. Like the one that got it for me was Inception. I would people say, "Oh, have you seen Inception?" I'm like,
deep cuts.
Nice. Yeah, that is good actually. By the way, I loved that cartoon when I was growing up.
Oh man, me too. Battle of the Planets though.
Ulysses.
I don't know if that was the same.
No one is
I don't know if that's the same studio. Ulysses, was that
so
Battle
of the Planets? That's the one with the wee R2D2 robot that would do the interstitial stuff. So apparently that was like Eric Thompson. So they got these cartoons over from Japan, which was apparently an R-rated type anime show in Japan, and they cartoonified it, and so all the cut bits.
Do you remember what it was called?
Battle of the Planets, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, the other one?
Gotcha Man or something.
Oh, right. Okay, no, I don't know what the original one was called. Yeah, not off the top of my head. But all the interstitial parts with the wee robot guy, Sarek, or is that his name?
They were added in.
They were all added in just to sort of give context.
Yeah.
While they were out doing, whatever it was that they do in R-rated animes.
Well, this is not part of what we're supposed to be talking about, but nothing changes in this podcast. But apparently the Russo brothers are developing a live action Battle of the Planets.
Really?
Yep. And I am all in.
Why is that not the rundown?
Well, it's been ongoing for a while, so.
Oh, has it? All right, okay.
Yeah, but I'm up for that, man.
Right.
Big time.
They produce From. Aye.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm up for it, but after seeing the Electric State,
maybe not. Okay, we'll get to that then. Do you want to see a couple of trailers?
Always. I love a trailer.
Okay. Let's bring out this one first.
I like Alistair's got a deep cut there. Telemachus.
Telemachus?
Must be a character in Odyssey. Ulysses, sorry. That's going deep. That's too deep. That's too deep.
Aye. Pull back.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. How did we get cancelled again?
Oh, yeah.
This is this TV show Last of Us. I don't know if you've heard of this. So they're doing a season 2.
Yeah.
I know. I'll never take off. Some guy Pedro Pascal. I've never heard of him. He'll never work again after this. I think. That's him there. And apparently, what's his name? Nick Offerman's back.
Is he?
There's a clip of him in this.
Oh, because
that's the play guitar minigame.
Right. Okay. I wonder if that's because of the success of that episode.
100%. I'm gonna guess. Yeah.
Well, Danny has been platinum in this the game part 2.
Yeah.
He loves it, and he's buzzing, and I'm buzzing. I'm looking forward to it as well. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
And I hope it's going to be close to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which it seems to be. Does seem to be.
Oh, that's your man.
Who was it? Was it
Jeffrey Wright?
Oh, Jeffrey Wright. Sorry.
The guy from he's been a few things since then. Westworld.
And Batman. The Batman.
Yeah. Yes. He plays Commissioner Gordon.
He does. Yeah. Brilliantly.
It's too hot. There you go. There's a deep cut.
God, she's got older.
That's what happens. Humans do that.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. April 13th.
That's what I meant, but I know we do. But I just meant by that she's obviously it's been filmed a lot later. It wasn't back to back with part 1.
Aye. Just wait till you see the cast of Stranger Things. They'll be coming on those Zimmer frames.
They must be in their 30s now. Jeez.
This one arrived. I was like, oh. Everyone's favorite anthology show, and we're also getting a sequel. Spoilers to Bandersnatch.
Are we? Brilliant.
Hi. If this is anything, because I'll pause it at the end, and you can see who the stars are. So there's obviously Rashida Jones, Awkwafina, Peter Capaldi, Will Poulter is in it, and he's doing his hello voice.
Yeah, well, it might just be his character though.
Aye, but it's still Bandersnatch, so it's whatever it's going to be in that world.
This looks terrific.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, people criticised the previous episode for season for not being as sci-fi enough.
Aye.
So they've obviously.
Oh, apparently this is like Black Mirror cranked up.
Yeah. Full on.
Yeah. Aye, there's a lot of AI talk in it as well.
Yeah.
To them, this is real.
It looks as if there's a bit of a thread through it. I don't know if it's just because of the trailer, but it looks as if Awkwafina's like a kind of character through the ship years a couple of times.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, man. I'm so glad that Netflix picked it up.
That was Bandersnatch. That was a print of Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
But we watched that with Daniel and it blew his mind. Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you know you can't play it now? You can only play it on the computer. You can't play it on TVs. Bandersnatch. It's just a
linear,
movie now.
linear thing,
Yeah,
is it?
it's a linear show. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. You take that away. Paul Giamatti.
Brilliant actor.
Chris O'Dowd.
Popped up again. Yeah, Chris O'Dowd, yeah. Oh, of course, they're bringing back McAllister, the USS
Callister. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot they're doing a sequel to that as well.
Yeah, and that's the guy from that was in charge of Tuckersoft.
Yeah. Looks as if they've kind of ramped up the old special effects and the sort of, as I say, deep sci-fi factor.
That's a Wrexham top.
Oh, Wrexham, okay. Yeah. April 10th, not far away.
No, it's not. No.
Is that going to clash with my Mandor season 2?
It's going to clash, yes, and also with Last of Us as well.
Whoa, that's going to be a hell of a month.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
No, I know.
Excuse my French. Whoa, that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Should we talk about what you're watching?
Oh, yeah.
You caught me off guard. Because now I'm panicking because now I can't find my wee bumper. Oh, here it is. What are you watching?
I can't remember.
Oh,
White Lotus, been watching that. Really.
aye.
Watched Electric State, obviously. But it was there, so I thought I better watch that for the show.
Aye. Of course I didn't.
I had a fantastic sleep through it. Absolutely boring as hell.
300.
I was actually thinking, well, I swear during this, say boring as
$320 million worth well spent, apparently.
it looks fantastic. It looks utterly brilliant. But this is the second time they've tried to do something with it. Is it Tales from the Loop? Was the first one?
Yeah. That was the Jonathan Pryce one on
which was slow as hell.
I couldn't get into it. I gave up.
Yeah, basically it's this book that has these fantastic images and people are trying to kind of write thing. And by the way, Jonathan Nolan would have a field day with that material, those images, and then he would kind of create something amazingly interesting. This is pedestrian writing. It's horrible. It looks fantastic, and it's boring as hell.
What happened to Shoes of the World? What happened to that? Is it Electric Dreams? The one with Bryan Cranston was in it. He played a general in it, and it was all Philip K. Dick short stories.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
And I think it was was it one season it lasted, and then that was it.
It was done. Okay, so it wasn't that great either.
It was better than in the Loop, though.
Yeah,
or whatever it's called, or Tales from the Loop.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all substance and no or other way around.
Do you know what's better from Tales from the Loop?
What?
Night Sky, Jeff.
That was great as well. Yeah. Yeah, but there's no peril, there's no danger. Well, there is a little. You've got Giancarlo Esposito in it, trying to be a baddie.
I just think they're doing a Glasgow reboot of it, and it's called No Danger.
Aye, but there's not really. The baddie is kind of Giancarlo Esposito, who I feel as if is great to have in a project, but the scenes are not that exciting with him, really.
They've done okay. That's twice that's happened then, because that was the exact same thing that happened.
The humour fails badly.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened in The Winter Soldier. It could have been generic bad guy for all he had.
Sorry, Alistair.
You
might enjoy it though. You might enjoy it, but I just found it
really or not
bloody boring.
Is it 3 hours? So it's about $100 million.
No, it's not. No. It's not a long movie. It's only a couple of hours. It's not too bad. So it doesn't I say it doesn't overstay its welcome, but half an hour in it overstayed its welcome for me. So no.
Sorry,
I
Alistair.
wanted to love it as well. I really did.
I didn't.
I did want to love it, but no. So yeah, going from that to something completely different. Adolescence on Netflix. We're on episode
Really?
3
Mhm.
of 4. It's 4 episodes. Wow, what a powerhouse! Stephen Graham, joint created the show.
Mhm.
Like we were
This is
talking about
the single shot thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't realise that until you said it, and then I'm
Mhm.
like, God, so it is. And then the end of episode 3. This isn't a spoiler, but I was like blown away by this. The acting in it's superb. The script is superb. It's so believable. Everything. But what blew me away about that single shot thing, the second episode, is set in the school that the boy is from, that he goes to, and it's a single shot all the way around. And then the last moment, that camera turns into, I don't know if it was a drone all the way through the whole thing, but it does this it comes away wide shot and then rises up, and that's the camera that you've seen all the way through the thing. I'm like,
Oh wow.
how did they do that? Was that camera attached to a drone all that time for them to do that shot?
Maybe.
That's mind blowing, brilliant.
Yeah.
And it just takes one actor or one mishap or one sound guy or something shot that shouldn't be to mess that up, and
Wow.
it's good. But it's impeccable. It's
I need to start watching it.
It's
I'm sorry.
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's excellent. Yeah.
So what's the sort of subject matter of it?
It's basically the very beginning is the police going to this boy's house. He's been accused of murder, and his dad is like, it wasn't him, and blah blah blah. So they end up in the police station, and all hell breaks loose, basically.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brilliant, really brilliant. See the boy in it that's been accused is absolutely terrific, and there's like in the third episode there's like a one-on-one scene, similar to the Mendes brothers. Remember that episode? It was just the two.
Aye, that was a good episode.
Shot.
Yeah,
it's very similar to that. Terrific.
Okay.
Absolutely terrific. There's David. Like, hey,
hello,
Pink Hand Gang. David.
the Red Hand Gang.
Oh, we've watched that.
Oh yeah.
In
In fact, I've got it. I've got it here. I've got it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've watched it. Have you watched it yet?
I haven't watched it yet. I watched because I was a backer. I got like dailies of it, so I've seen like bits of the interviews in it. I've not seen the full thing.
I've watched it. It's really good. It's brilliant.
Yeah. In fact, as a backer, I think I've got a digital copy of it as well, but I didn't. I was moving house and things were chaotic and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't manage to download it.
I bought Sloan that for his birthday, and then I went up to see his new den that he's sitting in right now, and he had like a copy of it sitting, and I'm like, just give me that for my birthday then. Return it to him.
I got you something else as well.
He did that. That's true, actually. There's David. If I could suggest, anyway, The Last Dance. I've seen it.
Stop talking about basketball.
I've seen it. It's absolutely brilliant. I was talking to
not
James
interested.
Thursday. What a terrific documentary. Well done, David.
Done it?
Yep.
You done? So all my stuff's ongoing. So it's Severance, which has been brilliant this season. Reacher, which is it's just Reacher. It's just punch things until it goes the right way that he wants it to go. It's just fantastic. From, we're battling our way through. Not battling our way through that. Sorry, that's a horrible thing to say. It's a fantastic wee show. Everybody's great in it. And just there's all these wee kind of twists and turns and stuff in it. So
Yeah.
we've got as far as episode 5 or 6 of season 3 so far.
Right.
So we're getting through it. Finished Paradise. Looking forward to season 2.
Me too. Brilliant.
That's a good wee show as well.
It was.
Didn't expect the ending.
Yeah.
So
only was it 6 episodes, 7 episodes?
it wasn't long. Yeah,
So
6 or 8. Yeah.
Expected the next one to be longer, I think, because it's established itself as something really good. So
Yeah. And I started watching. The cast are brilliant in it. The antagonist. She's not really the Sinatra woman. She's really good at playing a kind of creepy, slimy bad guy. And obviously Sterling K. Brown is
it's a good build,
brilliant because he's brilliant in everything.
It doesn't start that way, or you don't think she's that way, but then you're like, when the layers are revealed, you're like, she's bad.
She's a nasty piece of work.
Yeah.
And then I picked up somebody suggested Pantheon, which is an animated show, and they said the reason why it's not doing so well, it's in season 2 just now on Netflix. I've just watched the first episode. It's a cast like the cast of Pantheon. Let me look it up.
David's just asking while you're doing that, did you watch the new one, Road to Gold? No, but I'll stick it on my list.
What's Road to Gold? Is it a basketball documentary?
I'm assuming it is. Yeah, so I'll watch that. There's a good one actually that I get recommended. It's an American football one that you'd probably like, Sloan, as well.
Oh, is it the Aaron Rodgers one?
No. I've seen that one.
There's one as well, the Swamp one. That's really good. That's Tim Tebow. I watched that one. That's the Florida Gators one. Anyway, so this is the cast. So Katie Chang plays Madison. Paul Dano plays Caspian.
Oh, brilliant.
Paul Dano's in this thing. Aaron Eckhart, Rosemary DeWitt, Chris Diamopoulos. I can never pronounce that guy's name. The guy that plays Tres Comas in Silicon Valley. He's in it. Who else is in it? Daniel Day Kim's in it. Ron Livingston's in it, and Taylor Schilling's in it as well. Like it's a star-studded cast. It's a good solid cast. Animation's great. It's very kind of similar to Sovereign's Reign heavy metal type thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it's a dark conspiracy theory. But the cool thing about it, though, is it's written by Ken Liu, who I think he's the guy that I think he's the guy that translated Three Body Problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he translated Three Body Problem. So it kind of starts off a bit like that, like the introduction of the characters. And I'm like, man, it's great. Let's go. So I've been watching that.
Check it.
Yeah, and then Daredevil Born Again effectively continues off for the Netflix series left, and it's brilliant. It does not feel like a Marvel, like a Disney Marvel show. It feels like a Netflix Marvel show.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing. It's been excellent actually, because it's great seeing Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk again. He's so good as Kingpin. He's really good. He's
no, Chloe wasn't.
Well, they address it.
Right. It was a soft version.
He says, "I've not been feeling myself these days, but I'm back."
Likewise.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I didn't watch any movies this week. Didn't have any time to watch anything, unfortunately, but because I've been watching a lot of TV. Because TV is really good.
I don't know who you mean, me or Sloan, but
both of
I'm assuming it's your internet, Sloan.
Oh no, 100% it is. I've got the wee low internet warning. Anyway, let's call a halt to proceedings before it goes terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you very much for commenting as well.
Fantastic.
It's brilliant to see all your comments and so on. Enjoy yourself, Alistair. All the best. And if you like what you see, don't forget to smash the old like button and share. And if you want to get time reminders when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will let you know. So we're live here 8 p.m. UK time on Sundays. Yeah, until next time, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for commenting, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.